Chapter 9. It just is. The question has been asked about the script. Does the script take the place of prayer? The answer to this question is an emphatic absolute no. The script is not a prayer. With this script, you are addressing your spirit, your higher self, your intelligence, or whatever fits your belief system. Only in so doing, you are directing your conscious thoughts and words rather than allowing unconscious, undirected, mindless thoughts and words. When using the script, your intent is to take accountability for what you're thinking and feeling. Think of it as a poem or words to a song, a tool to reprogram the distorted cells. In actuality, the script is a vehicle of transformational healing in all aspects of your life. In praying, you are talking to God. You're directing your thoughts and words to your Heavenly Father, or deity as you define Him. In my mind, one cannot compare the two. It may seem strange to some to be conversing with their spirit, or to be giving it instructions. Most people are not taught to do this, so it is quite a change, one that some may not want to make. However, we carry on a conversation, or are talking to ourselves all the time. It's called self-talk. Usually, we just don't pay any attention to our self-talk and what we're saying. Who is that inside our head we are talking to and making comments to anyway? If giving instructions to your spirit takes you out of your comfort zone, like it did for me at first, it will be more of a challenge for you to move forward in this process. Take a look at the discomfort you may feel at the thoughts of using the script. It will be insightful and revealing and may create a new awareness in you. Be willing to experience discomfort in order to grow and move to a new level of maturity. Be willing to step out of your comfort zone. That's where growth takes place. Be willing to admit you may have an incorrect perception. Be willing to shift into a higher gear. The marvelous and rewarding byproduct of improving ourselves is that others around us begin to improve also. It has been said that when we lift ourselves, we lift 30,000 other people with us. When we think of the far-reaching effects one life can have, as evidenced in the famous movie with Jimmy Stewart, It's a Wonderful Life, I'm sure there is a lot of truth in this statement. It's easy for us to blame our unhappiness or misfortune on someone else, saying, if Bob would only do this, or if he'd only say this, then I would be happy. Or, if it hadn't been for that person in front of me, this misfortune or whatever wouldn't have happened. You are the one that determines your happiness. It's only when you accept what is and decide to make some improvements in yourself and not wait for others to improve or change that you allow and make room for and create an atmosphere for others to improve also. Initially, the change has to come from within you before you will notice others changing. The fun and enlightening part about working on yourself is that you forget about helping or wanting others to change, because you're having such a good time and are being rewarded in this new endeavor of discovering your own thoughts and feelings. It's easier to live and let live. After all is said and done, you are not responsible for changing anyone but yourself anyway. It is exciting to observe the shift that occurs when a person is willing to take responsibility and start working on themselves, instead of always looking out there, outside of themselves, for their answers and their happiness. Unconditional acceptance of others becomes much easier for those who focus on themselves reforming, instead of always focusing on reforming someone else. When we start looking to ourselves for the resolutions to our own problems, a definite shift takes place inside of us. This shift creates and allows an environment of understanding and forgiveness of self and others. Then understanding abounds in us. It becomes much easier to let go of the blame and judgment that we've directed toward others. If we can honestly and maturely accept everyone, including ourselves, exactly where they are and the way they are at this very moment, great changes in ourselves as well as others will automatically occur. To develop the maturity and compassion it requires to accept everyone just the way they are, it is necessary for us to embrace the internal conviction that it is impossible for us to see a situation, problem, or challenge the same way another person sees it. In the first place, as we've learned from previous chapters, another person's conception and gestation period was totally different than ours. Their birth experience was unique unto themselves. We have no idea what feelings they embraced at birth, the feeling that has governed their whole life experiences. We have not had the same set of circumstances and experiences in our life that they've had. We have not been disciplined exactly the way they have been disciplined. We've not had the same heartaches and hurts that they've had. We certainly don't have the same inner dialogue they have. And once again, there's no way that we can see things through another person's eyes. Who gave us license to judge or blame? Our only assignment is to not judge or blame, but to forgive. Where others are concerned, the attitude or situation just is. Attitudes are collective feelings and beliefs, and no two people have the same collection. We all have many of the same kinds of challenges and problems, but each one of us approaches their resolution from a different point of view. Who's to say which viewpoint is more right or more wrong or better than anyone else's? During part of my life, I was plagued with one of the worst diseases known to man. It's called automatic judging. Indeed, it was one of my greatest shortcomings. I finally realized there was no way I could accurately see things through someone else's eyes. There was no way I could know what another person's experiences and upbringing had brought to his life. I had a whole different range of input, upbringing, and experiences that make me who I am. What makes me think that I can stand in another person's shoes and know what makes him tick? Most people do the best they can according to their own perceptions. We have no license to find fault in their perceptions. We all have them. It was such a relief for me to be able to allow every person his own life without feeling I had to pass judgment. I finally understood that I may not agree with another person's viewpoint, belief, or behavior, but that doesn't make me right and them wrong. Even when I see immorality or crime, where people break the laws of the land and the laws of God, I can't judge them because I wasn't there walking in their footsteps to understand what made them tick. And I don't have to like what they are doing or condone it. But I have no business judging them. They will, sooner or later, suffer the natural consequences of their behavior. I can only say, there but for the grace of God go I, bless you. How many times have we heard, only look for the good in others? If you can't say something nice, don't say anything at all. Someone forgot to tell us, though, if you can't think anything nice, don't think anything at all. Have you ever tried not thinking? Anyone can find the negative in others, but it's much more of a challenge to find the good and the positive. When we see the negative in another person, however, it's only a reflection of something we see in ourselves that we do not like. If it weren't in us, we wouldn't be able to see it in someone else, and we wouldn't resonate with it. This behooves us to look for the good in ourselves as well as in others. Accept what is. In his fascinating book, Return from Tomorrow, George G. Ritchie asks, do you want to affiliate with the Christ in people or the adversary in people? Whichever one you choose, it's necessary for you to find that characteristic, either Christ or the adversary, in each person you meet. And in, I might add, yourself.